Good morning, good morning. Welcome back. Look how pretty. Look how pretty, guys. Good morning. It's December the 13th. It is Saturday, and I am Miss Marie. And this is Giving It to You Straight live from the East Coast. The theme for today, it is Soul's Truth. Saturn is Saturn Saturday. So this day's all about discipline. And for me, at least, so I share that with you guys, how to use your time wisely, time management, and just to try to stay focused, and getting things done, all right, organizing, and yeah. So also, Mercury, it is in Sagittarius, is direct. It has left the domain of Scorpio, truth, clarity, and Neptune in Pisces. We have Saturn there also. We have a lot of configurations, a lot of aspects that are happening. But I know you guys are not really interested in that, and the tarot correlates with that energy. And so, but I'll take your questions and I'm just going to go ahead in the Soul Truth energy. So if you have any questions, love, career, concerns, here, let's get it. What are you grateful for today? Blessed, awake, and alive I am. And I'm grateful for another day. All right. Happy, healthy family. And how to bring more peace, more love, and what am I looking forward to, and how to live a life that is meant to be approached with confidence, curiosity, courage. All right. What is special to you? We're gonna go ahead and tap into your soul truth energy. So if you have a question, come on in. This is my second live. I was live with the higher self oracles, and a lot of people don't really understand the higher self. So, the higher self has to do with your spiritual. And your spiritual is connected to the cosmic energy. And so when you look at God of all there is, the infinite power, the divine, the unity of oneness, the universal love, the natural order of anything into the creative plug of cosmic consciousness, which is it's a little bit confusing. It could be, it's empowering and it's confusing, right? And, but we cannot ignore it. But if we do, it's okay. Let's go ahead with the Soul Truth energy for all 12 zodiac signs. And then we have what's the tea. Everybody likes what is the tea. And I will give you some of the tea. Aries through Pisces. Happy birthday to all Sagittariuses. May your day be full of bliss, joy, and happiness all around you. Here we go. One more. Wait, I'm going to go with the... I'm going to read the whole card. All right? And so let me tap into the most great and powerful divine spirit of all there is. And understanding that God is with every breath you take. Where is my... I can't find it. Oh, well. I got to set the frequency. Where in the world did I put this thing in? There's a ring. Oh, it fell on the floor. Of course it did. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling. Welcome, guys. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon. Believe in yourself, courage, the vision, the courage, and the faith. Once you release that faith by setting those affirmations, you're releasing, you already made, you're conscious. You already made a decision here, and you release it, you pray, you affirm it, you sit in meditation, right? You send those prayers out, right? Trusting and believing in yourself, more important than anything. Hey, Goku. Hello, hello, hello. Let's go ahead with the Soul Truth Oracles for all 12 zodiac signs, beginning with Aries through Pisces. One more as we shuffle around. Here we go. If you have a question, go ahead. Put it in. I'm going to turn all these cards around quickly. True feelings and intentions towards me. Intentions is one thing, feelings is another thing. All right, you want one question only. One, I don't need to for you to give me a whole dialogue, a whole script. Just give me one question. All right? One question is all I need. You've been here before, okay? One question. Intentions is one thing. Feelings, something else. All right? The person could have intentions on something else and a feeling towards you. They could have a feeling towards something else and intentions towards you. So you got to really understand that. All right? You don't want to stay too shallow, lacking depth information here, understanding, okay? Recognize. All right? So you've been here before. Just take time to ask the question, all right? One. The true, there you go. True feelings. All right, I'll be right with you. All 12 zodiac signs. If you want to come back in 10 minutes from Aries through Pisces, your soul truth, Saturday. Let's see what your soul is telling you. It's the same thing as the higher self. All right? Same thing. The soul and the spirit are connected. Am I communicating my needs? Aries. Your needs matter. What are you needing right now, Aries, that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of, Aries? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? So your soul action for today, you journal the answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want when communicating my needs? What am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? Okay, Aries? Hey, Lady Firefox. All right, listen to the zodiac signs, and then I want to talk a little bit about the energy of Neptune. We have that. We have Mercury went into Sagittarius. We also have a couple of planets in that house. And what does that mean? Because we don't want to like that. All right. So Aries, for you, this is all about what's working behind the scenes. Okay. Unresolved emotions here. This energy of Saturn is filtering us out. This is a deeper sense of emotional truths and emotional waters, right? What are the things coming to terms with why you no longer want to carry it, all right? So expressing yourself, your truth, and you probably going to start finally being clear or what makes sense. Oh, what is easier for you. Coming to terms with things. Things are going to become more easier for you to express. And this is all about, if I didn't have time to examine things from the past, right? Things, especially for the last 14 years, right? Because sometimes we just stay in a survival mode, right? This is that time, emotional patterns and the fears, all right? Where can I create more space, Taurus? All right, Taurus? Do a clutter detox, Taurus, of your schedule, home, and innermost self, your inner compass. Remember, in the inner is the dialogue, and that could be deceptive, all right? Something you left on the back burner. So do that and make space for clarity, and clarity will come. And this is what Neptune will bring you, all right? It's the energy is there. It's in the final stages before it moves into the first house, So you have tying up loose ends, okay? Uh, and then here for you, I mean, we'll see when we get the tarot, but this is all about, you know, genuine connections versus conveniency, getting clarity on who's actually in alignment with your spiritual growth. Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. Okay? So, where can I create more space? All right? Let me put it over here. Let's go ahead to Gemini. Gemini, what am I looking for outside myself that is already within you? It's within you. All right? You got the whole toolbox inside. The magic is within you. It's not out there. All right? So, a lot of the things is out there. No, it's in you. All right? Hey, sweetie. So, are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside of ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, especially with our driven nature, all right? Frustrated and never feel quite good enough. It is time not to go inward. It is time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within you. Okay, Gemini? And especially your career path, all right? So breathe in your favorite essential oils, inhale deeply into your belly, drop your shoulders, and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answer. Ask the universe. All right? And then be comfortable with whatever decisions or whatever the universe has to say to you. How the universe creates through your imagination, through your consciousness. All right? So it's within you. All right? So maybe your career path, maybe things have been straightforward, Gemini. All right? What are your dreams? What they represent? What are you defining each moment? Right? Understand? They're like the Neptune energy that's direct in Pisces about dreams versus right reality. And so your spirituality, right? My place in life. Anything that you have left in the back burner as well is all about that behind the scenes kind of energy. All right. So what are the dominant emotions that run my life? Cancer. How do you feel your day? Stress or joy, trust or anger, right? Because we're going to go through these emotional landscapes, okay? So in order to find joy, peace, right? From joy, peace, trust from joy, trust and anger, okay? So we start trusting again. Anger, love, hate, anxiety, worry, peace. In order to have, you're going to have these experiences. They're normal, they're natural, all right? You feel the emotion and what that emotion feels like, and then you navigate the situation. So we have only today, right now. The journey, no goal. The journey, no goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But we, but when we begin feeling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Lean into what you feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Your dominant emotions, all right? So strong emotions. What brings, like when you see something, right? It could be a house, it could be a car, it could be clothes, it could be jewelry, it could be food. What brings those strong emotions? What sets you up to the highest emotion, right? So those are the things that you're going to be looking at. Leo, am I clear on what my soul really wants? Ask yourself what it is that your soul really wants. What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. Take out the take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desire instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Whenever, oh, this is nice, right? Whenever you go with all your heart, Leo. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? This is beautiful. If you knew it was impossible, I can't fail, it's impossible. Because it's not failure, it's experience. I love this. Let's go ahead to Virgo. Virgo, what do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match? Oh my God. You've been getting money, 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 money. Today, twice, again. Money match. Okay, about money. Do my beliefs match my dreams? And this is one of the things about Neptune, you know, your dreams turning into reality, the money. But between that and my spiritual, my physical life, right, the manifestations of my thoughts is what's bringing, like aligning yourself, your desire versus your intention. So are you intentionally about, the things that you desire? All right. So how does my relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Do you love it or do you use it? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it. and it is your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. It is time for a sacred shift, Virgo. What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because, okay, your relationship with money. Am I consistently showing up, Scorpio? Consistency. Am I consistently showing up? Scorpio, let's go here. Are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable, Scorpio, but it's up to you to see that by taking action. Today's soul's action. Today, be brave and do it scared. Choose one fear and move through it. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become, Scorpio. Here comes Santa Claus. Santa Claus lane. Okay. Uh, where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? And this is for Sagittarius. All right. So if my body could talk, it would say, ouch. Your relationship with food. Feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciate, and love. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. Okay? Especially if you like cooking with a lot of grease, oils, creams, and stuff. It's time to change that. All right? Very important. Let's go ahead. Who am I ready to forgive? And this is for Capricorn. Capricorn, I am not what happened to me. I'm what I choose to become. Write a forgiveness letter. It is time to let go, forgive, and move onward. I don't even feel like entertaining this energy. And how can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? This is for you, Aquarius. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Choose one self-care action today. Whether you're going to set stronger boundaries, meditate and listen to your heart, speak to yourself with compassion, focus on your strengths, say no, say yes to something you're afraid of, say no to something that is in your soul, let go of what you cannot control, stay away from drama and negativity, ask for help and allow it. This is the problem, that we surround ourselves with drama and negativity, and then we want positive life. A negative mindset is not going to give you a positive life. You're working against the energy, Aquarius. What is your body telling you right now, Pisces? Your body speaking to you through physical pain and discomfort. Okay, get the book Heal Your Body by Louis L. Hay and find the answers to which your body is guiding you, okay? The lurking fear, is time to get your healing on. All right? See the trapped emotions, the lurking fears, and the beliefs limited you. Listen to your physical body, and you will be led to the source of your pain. Okay, self-healing energy here. But still, go to the doctors, get checked out, see what's going on, Pisces. And with that being said, that is your soul truth for today. Now I'm going to go into the questions, and then as I move forward, because it'll take longer for me. Aquarius, your money, your self-worth, and your personal values. Anything that has been under the influence, okay? Especially your financial past and the struggles with consistency, especially for you too. With each and every one of us, we're constantly in the survival mode, right? But it's all about suddenly things become more realistic, and you start finding to recognize your true values and one no longer feels worth of your efforts. All right, tapping into the energy. Hey, Kim de la Creme, good morning. Good morning, Kim de la Cream. Good morning, host and chat. Good morning. All right, let's move forward with Goku. Ma'am, I will listen to the zodiac sign All right, we all are doing our thing. We all live in this life separate from each other. Great. And it's okay. You're into your own vibrational frequency, but it is about connecting with the collective and getting out of the negativity, a negative life, gossip, fighting, arguing, all that low vibrational energy. It's got to go. You can't bring that forward. You gotta have to let some of that go, and it starts little by little. Okay. And if you're young and you're finding your way to the world, if you're like 25, 18 to 25, you're gonna learn. You still gotta learn. And once you reach that threshold, you gotta come on. You gotta come. You gotta come. You gotta come on. Just at least a little bit. All right. It's good. That's how we connect. Gossip. We talk about each other. We fight each other. If it's not healthy competition, right? So I'm gonna leave it there. We don't want the positive. We want a positive life. We want to live this great life. We want peace, but we don't want to be doing the things that we have to do, and we got the tools to do it. All right. I love a read for the day. I feel like it's a big time for me. Also, I love how you read. Oh, thank you so much. I could give you the energy, but what are you doing? How are you channeling all the energy that's around you? Whether you channel your energy, like you see it, it's here, it's there. All right. Um, Within you, right? How do you like? What do you do with it? All right. You constantly gossiping, carrying on, listening to other people's, negativity. Like, how do you engage? Like, we have to have that peace, right? Because you will love a read for the day, and then how you're gonna use the energy. It's not only to because we like to listen to things, but other than that, I'm not gonna do it. Learning how to apply yourself. All right. I appreciate you loving the energy, and but I want you to understand that you are an asset to yourself, and you are this incredible person. Okay. You're an incredible person. Understand your gifts, your talents, your abilities. The universe gifts you with so much. All right. You are this. You are the part of the whole. All right. Okay. You are an incredible human being. You gotta understand your gifts. Believe in yourself. All right. You can come and listen and say, "Oh, all right." And it takes time, and I understand. All right. I'm trying out things into action. The good. I'm also trying to learn discernment for my energy. Yes, there you go. Yeah, and that's a gift that the spirit. You're given that spirit, but once you put it into practice, and that's good. That you're learning how to discern truth from falsehood, foolishness, right? And that takes time, and that takes practice. And the better you get at it, you become skillful at it, and so that's good. All right. You don't want to remain so shallow and letting the information pass you by. Okay. So bells are ringing. Do you want a what kind of energy are you looking for? Okay. Sometimes yeah, it takes time. So slowly but surely. That's what the energy is all about. Let me get the what's the tea. People like what's the tea. We all like the drama. Let me like. I'm tired of the drama. We go between the drama and we go between it. It's what we do. All right. This is how we understand each other. This is like the dogs. They see each other. They sniff each other out, and they'll get into it until they really know each other. This is what we do. But for us, we got brains, large brains, and we are, you know, problem solver, cognitive skills. We could be able to use our discernment, and we are not. Although we have the animal in our DNA, right? But we have to learn how to be better. Yeah, we got to do better. I always talk about our evolution as a human species and our consciousness. We are responsible for that. So let's see what makes you shine as you evolve. All right, becoming a better version of yourself. That's all. I want to upgrade. Think about it like this. Think about it. I'm gonna get a car. I have this old car, right? Sometimes do I get rid of that old car? Do I put new parts in it? This is how we're supposed to, right? Hey, Mars. Hey, Mars. Hey, Queen. Wonderful GTSY. Great to see you too. I'm doing all right. How are you, sweetie? All right, wait. I gotta get the cards fell on the floor. All right. Let's get a message for your higher self. Are you ready? Are you ready, Kimmy? Kimmy de la Creme? Kim. Can I call you Kimmy or Kim? Thank you, Mars Marlene. Let's roll. It's Saturday. Yay. Saturday. Yay. Let's have a little fun. We don't have to be all so serious, right? When they go high, when they go low, you go high. You hit them with a 1-2. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. All right, ladies. Vámonos. Let's show that spirit, The conflict here is between the higher self and the ego. They both intertwined. They're not separate. They separated but together. Our dual nature. Right? Ain't that weird the way we build? We're like, what? We don't want to become mental patients. I tell you that much. All right, let's go ahead. Kimmy is what my loved ones call me. Oh, they call you? They call you Kimmy? Hey, Kimmy. How cute is that? All right. I want to see what makes you, because that's how I'm gonna do the wheel. It is coming soon. All right. It is coming soon. The wheel. If I have time, I would give you a wheel here. See what makes you shine and evolve. All right. A lot of us are not aware that we need that to evolve. All right. We come with all special gifts, talents, right? And we all have our own unique vibrational frequency. Finding your frequency and what resonates and running through those frequencies, right? So, stepping and living a life of magic. I want to live a life of magic while here on earth. All right? Being consciously aware while looking up to the divine. Yes. I belong to something so great and incredible that I can't even understand. I want blow my mind. Okay? Blow my mind every day. I want to just blow my mind. All right, let's see what's helping you evolve and shine. All right. So you got the Chariot. You got the 10. Ooh, okay. Wow. All right, this is not giving me a lot here. This is telling me that you like to... Is it love? Okay. Shoot. I cut the deck, right? But as we all know, a little bit of perfectionist. No, you should have came, you left. All right, because the Chariot is about control. All right? The Chariot is about determination, drive, ambition. Just because you are, right? That. It's like you got the strength of 10, right? Because your heart is pure. All right? So that's a quote from, I forgot the name of the guy. I really did. But I have the strength of 10, right? But because you are strong and responsible, but learning how to delegate once in a while, no loathing. It's going to be one of the things that you have to learn. All right? Do I want control because I control? Look, security stems deep. Do I want control because my security depends on it? You understand? It's not a bad thing. It's that when we want to we want to take on so much responsibility. All right? Do we want it because we're trying to nurture, and be there no matter what happens and determined to do everything on my own without wanting to get the help? You know what I mean? Because she's nurturing. She's in her power, right? She represents harmony. She represents not only harmony but strength. But she represents leadership, right? She's in a leadership position, right? Because the Empress It's about assuming my responsibility as a protector and a provider for the ones she loved, right? She's a very competitive energy here, all right? Because I got here 5, and then when I came here, when I lift this up, I got the 5 of wands, all right? All right. Well, it's not showing it to me now, but it was. All right. So this is a very high vibrational card. All right. Low on negativity, very high vibration energy. All right. So the kind of trap card. All right. The surrender between. So the energy for you is between surrendering, right, and non-attachment. Because you're very attached here. Because this is okay. I'm determined. I have drive. I have a driven nature, but it's like, how do I establish? Because you on the 3 here, right? And this is about me establishing a foundation, a strong foundation here, right? So going between the anti-hero, the self-preservation to anti-hero kind of energy. Do I do something? I don't know. There's a limitation here because how do you deal with heartbreak and how do you move forward here? Like, what are the things that are helping you? Because you have it here. This is the first card that came out. Your ambitions, your driven nature, the obstacles to life, but your connection to your higher self, your spirit, where your spirit resides. You understand the Merkaba kind of energy, planetary ascension. So if I get into this Merkaba and do meditation, I would get into high heights of states of consciousness. All right, and this is one thing about the temperance. You understand me? So, is it love? Do you love what you do? Do you love taking care of others? Or, do you believe in your power and your self-worth and your abilities and your strength? And because look, you got both the yin and yang. This is in you. This is just one person. It's not you're the yang, you're the yin, and the other person's the yang. You are both of these. This is your dual nature, right? I'm breaking through. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, wait a minute. So what is the most important thing that makes you, right? Because this is, am I spending? Because see, am I spending enough time here? Because for me, what is your sign again? Because you got to understand the energy that is presented for us is right now Mercury, which went direct and it's in Sagittarius. It's in a fire sign. We have Venus in Sagittarius. We have Mercury there. We also have Mars, which represents drive and ambition. All right. So this is happening in Sagittarius. All this energy. You got to understand. It's hard for people not to really understand the planetary ascension and the configurations, the aspects, the retrogrades, the stations in direct with the planetary. You understand? You're a double Scorpio. Oh, okay. All right. So what's making you? It's like, am I gonna go from wanting to be saved, being the savior kind of energy, and the anti-hero? You understand me? I had the determination and passion to discover my purpose fully, trying to move through and letting go. Okay? But you got to understand what's going to be. See, let me see if I can help you understand this. You got to understand what's really, really helping you. I think once you start understanding what is really, really helping you, because it's like here, right? For example, you have questions, right? What feels fun, fulfilling, There's a longing here for a romantic partner. Clarity. So clarity is going to be returning to you, right? There's a hobby. There's something that you want to pursue here because you have the power here. All right? Because this correlates with this energy. But all this energy is in Sagittarius. So in Neptune, which is correlates with this energy, this is all about the ending and embracing something new. Tying up loose ends. If you've been spending a lot of time, right, alone, right, it's good, but then you have to understand how to move forward because you're not trapped. Even if you allow yourself to feel that you're trapped, what's gonna happen here, and it's there, and you might not understand it. All right, for you to comprehend, there's an intention here, right? Something that you want to pursue that you're gonna gain clarity on. Okay, it's happening now. Okay, so in so doing this Mercury, I mean not Mercury. Mercury's in Sagittarius. All this energy is in Sagittarius. All right, from the Mercury, the communication. You got Uranus. You got a lot of things happening. All right. So through these phases, there's gonna be a lot of inspiration that's gonna bring you this a passion of a project. All right. You're gonna start to feel more intentional about, and that's what's happening now. You're feeling that. This is all about recalibration. All right, there's an energy of total equilibrium that's going to bring you into this ascension for higher. Because you're going to start you're going to start understanding the chariot. These are dual natures that are in you. All right, they're out there. This is you navigating the difficulty, obstacles, and being determined. Recalibration. You understand me? So you stay with this energy, and how do you use it to pursue your dreams? Because this is the illusion is over. All right? The 12th house is the final stage. That's it. Then Mercury is gonna. I mean Mercury. I keep saying Mercury. Mercury is in Sagittarius. It went direct. It was in your sign. It was in your sign. You know that it's been there, and also Venus. Everything shift over here. All right. So we got to pay attention to that. And so what this is going to do for you is give you the opportunity. It's a new energy that's entering. So do you take it? Do you move forward with confidence here? All right. Do you start making those connections again? Because it's all about bringing you clarity. Anything in your romantic sector, anything that was uncertain, this is shedding light. There you go. The illusion is over. Right? The illusion is over. Now what do I do? Now you're going to start seeing it. Do you embrace it? Or do you say, but you can't. I don't think this is undeniable. When everything was so stagnant and stuck, right? And looking at what was lost, understand there's always a new beginning, making great connections, right? And this is even in your home environment. But more, what I like about that, there's sisters here, all right? I look at the start of Pleiades, not only the harmony and the balance that this will bring you, Venus's energy, that it moved into Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is all about expanding and growing and philosophy and school, right? But being more creative, using your talents, your passion, your spark, finding your gifts, because we're looking for the meaning. We are looking for the meaning of life. All right. So where is it for you now? Your true happiness, your sense of security. All right. So you got to understand that. I gonna continue to give, like if somebody asks me a question, what makes you feel trapped? Remember that your emotional and your financial, they are tied together. Just like these two energies. All right? Which is light and dark shadow consciousness. Like the oil is doing with itself. It's ever expanding. On your journey here, being self-sufficient, right? Learning how to become our own anti-hero, going from self-sufficient, right? Like this is the things that you have to understand. Emotion and finance, they tie together. So that don't make yourself think that you're trapped, because that's not true. All right. So because for me, I get this energy of I'm trying to perfect something, but it's like competence is gonna be. It's gonna like all the energy that you're gonna use, right? Because if I say to myself, you know what, I'm gonna start living a life that's meant to be. I'm gonna live my life with courageous, open to challenges, rather than a pursuit of comfort. All right, and competence alone. So that seeing through the facade, cutting through the illusions. All right, freeing yourself from any financial burdens, any emotional burdens, anything like that. You got it. And this is energy and it's always gonna be like that, you know. And so, but this is all happening here. All right. And then it moves forward into Capricorn's energy, which is going to give you that resilience, that strength. This is a fleeing kind of energy because it's very idealistic. When you understand the idealism from Sagittarius, seeing like like when we idealize a partner, when we come back down to reality, right? Because when we lack grounding, if it's not balanced here, right, we start looking at, wow, the excitement, the intellectual connection. Wow, we start looking at that, and then when the reality that's going to happen now, it doesn't match the fantasy that you've been on. You understand me? So learning how to those emotional landscapes, but it has to do with this planetary, because we are traveling through time and space. We are the energy. All right. So you say, wow, how much influence and power do I have over my reality? So this is breaking out the illusion, my dreams versus my reality. This is the time. How do I go ahead, be more flexible, right? And start adjusting my mindset, and get in the spirit of gratitude. This don't listen, nothing happens for nothing. That's just the whole thing. We gotta understand the planetary ascension. The sooner that we understand that, oh, that's the energy that is bringing me. We gotta look at the slower moving planets, and in the 12th house in the sign of Pisces. That is all spiritual ascension. This is you going remote places. Listen, this is about you. This is about dream. This is about, right, dreamscaping. This is about remote viewing. If you really look at it, this is leaving this planet. I'm done because I might get in trouble. All right, and I know it's difficult. Listen, just for the entire month. Well, yeah, to the 26th of January. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Oh, pues claro que sí. Yes, I'm New York, New York. Remember that song with Alicia Keys? You already know. You already know. You got to embrace this energy. That's what it's telling you. You got to look at the slow moving planets: Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces as well. All right. And then it'll be going into that's it. In our lifetime, 164 years. So you look back at your 14 years, 10 to 14 years. That's how long it had the influence. Now that's it. Either you when you go when listen when it goes into the first house, this is about me, life at first hand. I am insisting on making my own mind. I don't want to no on superficial information. I don't want to follow no religious leaders. I'm not gonna follow nobody blindly. No, this is the priestess energy. No more middleman, no more high priestess, no more that. It's me between me and the divine. This is finally coming to the light. Yay! Listen, we gotta embrace this energy. All right? And please really understand what it means for you. You're always gonna look at it and don't really know what really is trying to tell you. These correlate and in tandem with the planets, period, dot the end. Period, dot the end. And you could keep looking at it and understand, oh wow. Right? Your dreams, turning your dreams into reality, pursuing your goals. All right? The chariot is ambition. All right? The chariot, he's overcoming obstacles because he understands the law of gender. He understands the raising my polarity as I ascend to time and space and understanding that the whole universe is with me. I am the miniature of the cosmos, knowing itself, and I can't really, I want to. All right? You have to. You do this, and once you know the only main concern here is the slow moving planets. I promise you that, and it'll start making sense. Why I've been for me, I see Neptune as a liar. Okay, for me, because it's about deceptive energy with my internal dialogue, meaning the things that I believe that were real. Are they really real? Or it was just protecting me? We're talking about the house of endings. This is the non-physical, according to astrology. The non-physical house where that's endings, that's it, that's a new beginning. But we have to wait till the energy moves. And if not, you get stuck. And then to come back, you're going to have such a hard time. Because look at the two. Look at the two. Look. Look at the twos. You're going to feel like, man, I'm choosing my life path again. You will have to wait to at least to the second house to Mercury goes back into Taurus. All right. But then we're looking at Aries first, and then it goes into Taurus. So then You got to understand the cycles repeat themselves over and over again, giving us an opportunity, all right, whether it's in a relationship, which path do we choose? This is negotiating. This is planning. This is being strategic. This is conflict resolution. I must do it now. The opportunity is there. If you ask the universe to assist you, it's there. It cannot not happen for you. All right, I can't get too excited because when I talk about the planets, I just love it. I love it. I love it. I cannot get enough. And this for me is everything. Understanding that this energy I carry within me. All right. So when we look at the multidimensional source of all life, from with whom the breath of all existence flows, the essence that exists within all, rule of sound and vibration, that light, that love within us all. Okay, from the greatest star to the tiniest atom, we understand. Wow. No, I get too excited. And yeah, I try to leave the planets out of it. Okay, let's see. But it's undeniable. This energy is there. We have to get a little bit more assertive. We have to say, you know what? Let me look a little bit more, and then let me look at my sun. You know, it's gonna reveal so much to you, and that's your energetic imprint. All right. And when you look at the strength, your weakness, your talents, your ambitions, your past, present, and future, that's exposing to you a lot of things. You know, you have a musical symbol, you have a vibration that is derived from your birthday. So understanding that your unique essence, there are clues that are providing you that planets are, you know, the inner cosmos. All right, looking at the inner planets, right, and the outer planets. All right. And so when we look at of course Mars, Venus, and Mercury, those are our inner planets. All right. And they moving faster than, right. So carrying that energy, you gotta understand it. Listen, this is it. And the help is there. And you'll be so amazed. This is about you manifesting my thoughts into reality. Okay? Take notes and you could go do some search. All right. This is it. The bandages come off and you start seeing things clearly. What makes sense? What's draining my energy? Right? And why was it kept from me? Why couldn't I see it? What is the illusion about? Is this the reality or is that my reality? And a lot of people don't want to deal with it. And so they get stuck. And then you got to start all over again. Oh, I was already there. I was already there because this is 3. And then you go back to 2. All right. And then you're going to want somebody to rescue. No, no. You got too much power. You got Venus, you know, and then you understand that everything has dark and light. And we constantly, like I said, when we understand the law of gender, that is not that yang is out there and the yin is you. It's that you're both. How do I use my both masculine and feminine energy? Because then I start feeling dissatisfied. When we do it from, especially women, when we do things from a masculine, we could even have sex. We have sex like that. And is it healthy for us? Man, we gotta understand that. Nah, I don't want to understand it. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Oh, when we tap too much into the feminine side, we forget to use. We have to find the middle ground into who both, you know, using that. So then you have that third option. You understand? This is when you become then you can become 3. How do I do that? How do I become 3? You know, how do I 3? All right. And this is something really high. All right. The higher self. All right. You got this. And I'm not here to, you know, tease you, you know, call. You know, why won't we be able to call on something that we belong, on our creative essence, right? That lives within every cell in our body. Like, why? That is responsible for life as we know it. We got to be better. Huh? Come on, come on. You're going to see those patterns over and over. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, you went through heartbreak. You learned a lesson. All right. This is the time to use the energy. It's available. It's giving you that opportunity. All right. Kimmy Kim, let me know how it goes for you. Let me know if you start to, you know, trusting more in your divine spark. Do you find a mentor? Do you find people in your community? Anything, you know, that's giving you that explicit reciprocity? Remember the law of giving and receive, right? Abundance, your mindset, family, your dynamics, anything that has to do with communication, especially, Approach it with don't predict. Don't predict. No, we got this hypothesis, and the hypothesis is something that has been, of course, a prediction. But then we go to the theory. It has to be verified through multiple sources. So understanding at least the cycle and of the moon cycles, right? At least for the remainder of this month, and then you go into January and see one new opportunity because we have to do it. All right. Call out, yeah, but you have to put in the work though. It'll be there. Listen, even if you're scared, I don't know if you're trying to do something online, setting up any channels, whatever you have to do here. Don't be scared to share the things that you know. All right, that's how it works down here. We must share with others. Oh, I'm not gonna share just in case nobody gonna steal nothing. Ain't nobody gonna steal. Ain't nobody stealing nothing. The more you share, the more your tribe will find you. They'll be there. People that it'll be. Believe me when I tell you. Yeah. Okay. So do it. Do it. This is the time. Your tribe will find you. That listen. Share. This is how it works down here. How can I better myself? Use my creative, my gifts, my psychic, anything. Just do it. They will show up. Believe me when I tell you that. Don't be scared. I will tell my whole story again. All right? But I want to make a video. All right? You see that? All right? Just little things like that. You got what it takes. You got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, child, nobody is. Use your gifts. Okay? And make sure that if you're looking for, like, the secret to happiness, right? And success is sharing what makes you special. That is incredible. What makes you special? What makes you special? I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to take a quick break. I get so excited when I bring this energy forth, right? As you choose in your life's path, do you trust in yourself? We want other people to believe in us. They don't even believe in themselves. So don't expect that. Don't expect that. Nah, no. This is you. This is you doing it. God bless you too. All right, and believe in yourself. Please, just whatever you do, please believe in yourself. This is you believing in yourself. You getting out there, do some grounding. Get out there, be thankful, connect to the earth. I don't care if you get a pot of soil, put it over your house, step on it, touch it, because we gotta touch things. We gotta feel because we connected here by the five senses. Believe in yourself. That is it. All right, trust in the universe. If you say Jesus, if whatever God or whatever energy or frequency, learn to know your frequency, by the way, of course. And all right, things will show up. It's incredible, the things that will happen. It's incredible. Don't stop thinking about life as just security, It's greater than that. If you start, if someone is just secure, no, you got much more than that to offer. All right. It's not conventional. It's not comfort and not competence alone. All right. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. That's right. Let's go. Ask those stupid questions. Just ask them. Ask them. You are entering a new phase. This energy is here for a while. So if things are clear, you start seeing things for what they really are. All right. What's supporting you, your energy, what's draining you, right? If you haven't been consistent in something, now this energy is going to push you forward. Let's go. New phase. What phase for me? Let's get it. And so the energy for me, and I'm mostly concerned, and I have to deliver this, whether people understand it or not, whether I lose subscribers, whether people don't really understand. Uh, that is not to me to decide, not today. Let's get it with Neptune in the 12th house, the final stages. Yeah, you don't understand. You don't know what you don't know because you don't ask. If you want to stay stuck in those dense, toxic levels, that is up to you. Uh, if you don't know, it's because you haven't asked. Ask stupid questions. That's it. And it's up to you. Oh, okay. If not, then you start again. That's all. That's all it says. Let's go ahead, Lady Firefox. Welcome. Good morning, sweetie. New phase. What phase for me? Let's see. Uh, you want anything else? Present your idea. Ask for feedback. Join forces with supportive people. Get out of those negative, toxic patterns, emotional patterns. It's okay. Falling in love is easy, but genuine connections are hard to come. And the illusion, this is real or what? This is the dream? Wow. Why did I stay in that dream so long? Neptune does two things. It gives you that illusion to protect you, and then it hits you with the reality to help you pursue your dreams, turning your dreams into reality. Period. This is just the way it works. We're dealing with the natural forces of the universe between that dark shadow light consciousness and understanding that it is going to be a little confusing and empowering at the same time. So once you embrace that, you break the illusion. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop. The universe face. Love you. Don't run. This is it. All right, I'm running. Why am I running? Let me go back over here and get this out of the way. What happened? You know that song? But I only had to wait. So wake me up when it's all over, yeah. When I'm wiser and I'm older, right? All the time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. That tricky lion Neptune. It does two things. All right. Whoa, baby, whoa. Recalibration, baby. Or waking up from the dream, the illusions. Let's go. Let's get it. One more for you. Yeah, we are. You love that song? What was the guy's name? Man, that song was heavy. That song. Who didn't like that song? I didn't know, but what? I'm sleeping? Is this the reality or the other one? Right? What is this about? We get scared of it. But once we embrace it, yeah, a couple of weeks. Oh, sweat. Oh, this is why this happened. Oh, anything, relationship, job, people, family dynamics, that job that you lost, the person that, oh, this is a test. This is when I disconnect with with source and I'm here being ignorant. Yeah. Okay. So you're a Scorpio too, right? Again, fulfilling what's fun, and here the balance between this reality and your emotional worlds. All right, that's what Neptune does. The waters. All right. So the waters of emotions, your internal rhythm, So the representation of your emotional truths. Filtering out here. Unresolved emotions. Okay? Your self of discovery here for you. All right? And when you understand, well, I'm pretty sure you understand your deep spiritual house. Constantly thinking about the deeper meaning and the purpose of life. Okay, so learning life about life and death, profoundly deep spiritual energy, which is here because your energy, your higher power, the spiritual, what's going to be promoting your gratitude and humility as you move forward because it's moving into a fire. All right, and into the firehouse in the first house. All right. Ooh, there you go. Okay. So the questions about love, returning to an area of your life, your heart's desires, and above all, intentionality. Everybody's gonna get that card. All right. So when again, Venus, and not only that, but your power, returning back to a power, and my decide hobbies. There's things that you want to do here, and then it's telling you not to overcommit, so you could do the things that empower you. What's bringing you power, clarity? Well, this is all about bringing you clarity, but mostly into your emotional. Okay, burying your burdens. All right. I don't know if you heard that song by Zach Williams. Bury your burdens and your fears. All right. Anything that you touch has momentum. Or even closing the doors on instant gratification to have a slower approach. Because remember, not only that, she's all about a slower approach into the way I deal with life, right? This is all about trusting your intuition, honoring your internal waters, right? Being in tune with your feelings at the same time, right? And then allowing the and things, to unfold naturally. So that's gonna be the theme for you here. I saw water in my head to silence my mind. Okay, so the world card completing. There's something because we always gonna go back to the three. Man, there are things that because they something you completed here, and they're moving forward to something new. All right, there's a chapter you completed here, or maybe you haven't, and maybe you want to go back to that because this is the time. This is it. All right, magic, living a life of magic here. All right, so your graduation. See, your spiritual gifts is not a sign for graduation because we are multidimensional beings. All right. I don't know if you want a story. There's something about stories here, all right? Or becoming an artist, a teacher, a caregiver. All right, something here, the success, you know. So what's the measure of your success? True, I know what I want to confirm it with you. Okay? So there's something here, no more stories of others. Exactly, no more I carry it now. I can't protect myself from that. All right? So but when you understand the Neptune's energy and what does it mean, and then as we move into the not only the first house, but the end. Remember, endings are always catalysts for new beginnings. So this ended. You completed the cycle here, and now you move into your truth. Now this is what I started to see things clear. I'm moving on with the beyond of the intelligence because there's an intelligence here. Remember that your mind is like a machine grasping all the time. That magic, living a life of magic. Going back, I didn't get the six. All right, getting out of this little bubble here, all right, because you have there's something here. I don't know what you're supposed to be, right? The ego piercing through the truth, all right, and so you probably done that, all right, and then now what else? Because look, you got the Ace of Wands. Everybody's gonna continue to get the same energy, all right. So a birth. I don't. Do you have children, right? All right, but the soul and the rebirth. You know, for me, this represents, of course, immortality and the soul, and to read the rebirth of that, because there is karmics that ended that you already did. There's all energy here. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So now, what it is that you want now? Because this. I got it now. You getting something now. All right. It's like the above and below, understanding that nothing, because you cannot ignore what's going. You haven't ignored what's going on up there. It's the mirror of your own reflection. So when we understand the law of compensation, all right, and what's going to help you to transcend, so because I had the chariot again here, all right. So the chariot is all about what you was. I think you was talking to me about dreamscape, and I don't think it was that. I think it was the Merkava or leaving your right, being able to like espionage. I don't know where I'm going with this. Where is this going? Every time I use the word, I'm like, what? All right. This is determining and understanding you're overcoming the obstacles, your ambition, self-discipline here. All right. Because you can shoot these arrows at any direction and they'll catch momentum. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's that. All right. So no more of that. Your dreams have shown you. All right. This is what you're meant to. You know that. This is what you're meant to do. All right. You already know what you're meant to do. Now, are you going to do it? You understand? Now, are you going to do it? So we understanding the lifeline, or we understanding ancestors, something that ancestors left. We got to understand that we had an incredible lineage before us. All right. So everything is within you because it's been passed down to you. All right. So understanding the tools here. All right. That okay. So are you ready to join forces? Is the question here. Are you ready to join forces? All right. We're going to move this world card. This world card is a card of completion. This world card is telling you that there's much more that you have to do. You know, a lot of us, we have things that we have to do and we don't pay attention to it, but we have to. Or do you just start again? I mean, do you wait to the energy? And I will talk about Neptune's energy in Aries on the 20th for the new year. And then it's going to give you the same thing. You're going to see. So this is why I'm doing this now that it's at the end in Pisces. It's done. All right. Out with the old, in with the new. And so any relationships of love, any questions, what is fulfilling for you now? Clarity is going to be returning when it comes to your heart desires. Resourceful, proactive, the fruition, okay? Things are going to start making sense to you, all right? Things that were stagnant, if you didn't have enough time, where does time goes, right? The balance between the physical and the material realm and understanding. And you've been studying the laws too. Of truth and belief, exactly. All right? So, the 3, I'm going to go with the 3 because it's bringing you back to this power. All right? And she sits at the 3rd house. All right? So here too, because when I understand this energy, every time I look at the Empress, I look at the 3rd house. Siblings, my hometown, my siblings, a connection with that. Okay? That's going to be one of the most important things. All right? Do you move out of your your own neighborhood? Do you stay there? And if you do you get out in your community? All right? Or even in social media. I mean, that's what you're doing now. All right? Oh, okay. See? Oh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. All right? Because this is all about recognition, teamwork. This is, you're going to be more noticeable. You've been noticing more things now, especially when it comes to your, but then we got to look at Mercury. So I look at this from all perspectives. All right? So here we have Mercury's energy, which is in Sagittarius. All right? When we see this fire in Sagittarius, we understand in the confusion because it's going to bring clarity, clear. You're going to be quick thinking on your feet. Boom, this is what I want to do. And this is for you to trust in yourself. This is for you to get out of this and expand your consciousness. All right? And understand your spiritual gifts. And even if you don't complete, like, you know, that you have more time in other dimensions because we're multidimensional. And I know that's hard for some people to grasp, you know, and understanding that you're endowed with infinite powers, your psychic, your abilities. It has to be. There's no way that nobody can sit here and come and say, I'm not clear about what I want. This is it. This is the time. If not, you're gonna start again and finding your way again. And it might go hard, it might be good. I don't know. We haven't get there yet. All right? You better get moving on whatever you want to do here, all right? This is a great time to show what you could do, present your idea, get feedback, ask those questions. All right? You don't know what you don't know. All right? And then you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have asked those questions. Everybody, you got to understand. Listen, I'm going to say this again. Everybody's going to be doing their own thing when it comes, when Neptune comes. Remember, the Neptune is the planet of spirituality. Okay? I mean, sometimes it goes into religious, psychic. It deals with your, I'm going to say it, your pineal gland. As soon as I say a word, I don't want to get flagged. Listen, it's there, you know? So this is it. I mean, and then you're going to have to, because remember, everybody's going to be about myself. You got to understand that. People are going to be about themselves. This is expansion. This is, I'm talking about people are going to be more willing because this brings the ending. Everybody wants to be clear. This is where we at. This is what we're going to do. Once it goes into the first house is all about me. I'm the leader. I got to learn. No. You're going to watch how the energy, everybody might turn, it might give you a little soft here because we're talking about our internal waters. We're talking about listening to your intuition. We're talking about creating a more peaceful environment. But we got to look at other factors as well. All right. But we are looking at these slower moving energy, these planetary, especially the generational Neptune. This is why I'm bringing it to your attention. And you will come here and say, oh, wow. Not everybody going doing their own thing. Because once you commit to your goal, all right, you assure your responsibility, boom. All right? He works there. Oh, what? What happened? Hey, Ricky, what can I learn about the job? Put your little message a little bit better. What you say? Yes, the doctor is that one is clear. The doctor never saw a scan from brain. It's in 33 years he works there. Oh, you can share a little bit more about that. You're gonna see. I'm gonna tell you something. When Neptune goes in Aries, you're gonna see Aries better get ready too. Aries gotta get ready. But it's gonna give Aries such a push. And when we're talking about the infinite mind, when we get the magician, it's all about being resourceful. Now is the time because this ending is the new beginning. All right, and it's not gonna begin how you think it's gonna begin. All right? So just imagine the creator of the universe. All the power, you have all the wisdom that ever exists and all the knowledge here. What will you do with it? You could create things by what? Sound. All right, by speaking it. Okay, you could touch something and create it. Just imagine that power. All right? When we're looking at this, you know. You are everywhere all at once like the creator. You know. So we don't got the alchemist here, but shoot. All right. So when we look back at Egypt, Isis, which basically, if you look at Isis, it owned the planet Venus. All right. These gods, they own these planets. All right. So we under that rulership. All right. So when you understand flipping out of the infinity loop, okay, and our mind is a direct emanation, an extension, right, of the universal mind, and that with incredible infinite creative powers, we move different, we act different, okay? We speak, we walk, okay? So when you're on the path of the I am, all right, listen, if you don't know, it's because you haven't asked. You got to stop thinking yourself and use your magic for good. Tap into your willpower. Everyone has a skill, a purpose, and figure out what you want to do, how you do it. Just believing you can achieve it. You can do anything. And with that being said, I hope that you use this energy for the betterment. All right? You, your environment, your family. Create a beautiful future. Things that are not clear, things that are seem foggy, getting out of that fog. This is it. This is the time. All right? You got to really understand that. I would hate for you to miss out. Because remember, everybody's going to be Me, myself, especially with that planet. All right? Especially with Neptune. It's going to be there for a very, very long time. All right? You don't want to get trapped and left behind. Okay? It's not going to be so hard, but the energy, you got to be looking at the energy. All right? Listen, when we're looking at it, we're talking about a collective consciousness. Everybody together as a whole. This is what that energy represents. You understand me? This is a collectively energy here. This is why the 10 keeps coming out collectively. Before, everybody will help each other. But when Saturn goes into, Neptune goes into, it's going to change. Especially when it comes to your spirituality. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I'm not doing no hypothesis predictions. That's what they are. All right. Big light, and they are not, to big light if they are to go get it. Yeah, but this is going to give them a time to slow things down, because this is going to deal individually. You got to remember, the ending is all about collectively. The first is individual. Everybody's going to be doing their own thing, trying to find their own way when it comes to the spirituality. You got to understand that. All right? You have to, when you see it, they'll be like, oh, wow. You got to understand what the energy is telling you. All right? You're going to look for somebody, oh, I need you to help me. No, I'm trying to find my way. I got to learn because I'm learning about life firsthand and what is true. It's going to give that illusion again. That's what's going to happen. All right? We're going to go between those two. The reality, do I face my reality? All right? Do I follow my dreams? Do I stay in the fog? Do I believe in myself? Do I go find out for myself? Right? And then, I got to, so we could become irritated, It's going to be powerful. You understand? We're dealing with Aries. Aries has a strong, but it carries a lot of the old energy from the Pisces house, the emotional side. So it depends on that as well, Anyway, it is there. Summons the goddess, the masculine and the feminine, learn how to move, Okay? Then follow. They are worthy, they are real. All right? This is breaking out of the illusion. I'm going to say it again. Awakening. All right? We look at the slower moving planets for sure. And so you say, man, this planet has been in this house so long, affecting this, that, and the third. All right? Even if I'm trying to move forward, all right, it's still giving me this time. So I could stay there. So I'm protected, because I'm protected by not seeing the truth. It's a protecting at the same time, because it's some things that we can't handle. Hey, Aaliyah, can you tell me about Kevin? Hey, Aaliyah. Hi, sweetie. All right. And what for they say that hope, so they will, or will I lift them up. You will. You will. Somebody got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. You know how we want to. You know how we want to shelter everybody. Oh, it's gonna be okay. Everything. We're not dealing with that no more. All right, Ricky. Ricky, what was your question? And then Aaliyah. Ricky, what can I learn about the job? What? Oh, your job? You got what you got last time? The magician? No, wait. Well, let me see if I can remember what you got. You got the Ace of Wands. I forgot what major arcana you got. All right. You get a job. That's your occupation, but what do you do besides that? You understand? If you're not happy there, while I'm working, because you got to survive, there's other stuff that you could do. Do you trust that you're with the right connections, the right people? Is the energy that I'm feeling real? Do I do it? Do I take a risk? Or do I not? I'm not going to do it because I've done it before. Now I start to look at things different. Now I'm going to have to really learn how to, assess in retrospect. It was clearer. Right? It's a little bit clearer when we understand what we're dealing with. Because we got to be like, man, what am I really dealing with? You're dealing with Neptune. All right? That's it. Look at the slower planet. You guys are worrying about, yeah, great. We got the sun, moon, and rising, great. But you got to look at the slower moving planets. You got to look at them. All right. And when you don't look at them, then you make a mistake and move too fast because the energy feels right. So we cannot act on our feelings. We got to really take time to, especially, 7, 10 years as we're moving through these cycles. Yeah, and you could do it. All right. I told you that's what you got. You got justice and equality. You got the justice card. That's what you got. There's something about maybe starting a new fitness routine because that takes me into balance and that takes me into recalibration, but that takes me into health and fitness. All right. Now, one of the other things about Neptune is it created a lens for social media. Okay, seeing through a new lens, it gives you the opportunity. Stay there in your dreams, or now it's time to end what your dreams have been telling you. First, they are guiding you, and now they're warning you. All right. So, hey, Marlene, if you have time, absolutely, sweetie. Absolutely, absolutely, my love. Will I run into a bit of snag? I may have to wait until after Christmas. You want to do something new? All right, let's get you there. Let's see what energy you get in today. And remember, my most focus here is on Neptune, and I'll be talking about Neptune till about the end. After that, I'm not gonna be talking about Neptune. I don't like the right. They are learning me new things. Thank you. You're welcome, sweetie. This is what I'm here for. All right, those that know, they know that you know. All right, if you want to stay living in the, I don't think that anybody's not with this energy. All right, and then we're gonna look at your birth chart. All right, so if I need your birth chart, but I'm not. I will do that in my other channel. I do got a channel that I love that I haven't been there for a year. It's called Astro Lit. I have 71 subscribers on there. And so when I go there, you guys can go there live. We'll go there live for the ones that want to learn. I also got a couple of more channels in Spanish. And what else? No, what one? Not couple. And yeah, so we could learn. Just learn that, and you'll be good. All right, that's it. You'll be like, oh, that's that energy. Learn what the slow planners are doing. All right, we get new energy every day. Every day, sometimes stays the same. Sometimes it changes. Knowing your dark energy, your Lilith, right? The rebellion energy. There's some parents. My child is rebelling. Well, duh. He's not gonna stay under you. This is the way. This is the energy that is given to them. All right. How do I deal with it? All right. Especially for those of you that have teenagers. Let's go ahead. You got the Judgment card. All right. You starting to understand. All right. Rising to the occasion. This energy is all about rising to the occasion, the ramifications. So we say there's floods. I mean, like, because I don't really use that. So we say we have floods, we have earthquakes, we have what is this called? A suspicion of whether or whether not. Should I or should I not? All right. On the flip side, or on the mirror to you, the other side of you is this. All right. So you have the inner child, you have the feminine and the masculine. So between your higher self and your ego. All right. As you come up for something new, it's something that's been hidden, it emerges. So I say, the awakened no longer fall in love. So your life basically is peaceful and quiet. All right. You're creating this new. You're supposed to be creating this new sanctuary. All right. This sacred space right now. You could be working here, maybe something. I don't know. Are you going to be working in a library? This takes me into a library. I don't know why. Or church. All right. So we look at the Christ consciousness. Let's see what else. There we go. Everybody's going to get that. This is the time. This is the last and final calling. All right. So don't be scared of the devil. All right. The devil got his own problems. All right. Let me go into the middle. Don't worry about your restrict, because there's something that is restricting you. All right. There we go. What's your sign? Don't worry about the devil. There's a restriction here. All right. See, one thing about Saturn. All right. You gotta look at your Saturn. All right. Because this is sad. This for me all day. This is Saturn's energy. All right. When we don't want premature power, we got to stand the fire. All right. But when we want premature power, right, without the death of the old, the death got to go. In order for you to reemerge, you're gonna have to go through some uncomfortable, strict rules, following your subordinates. All right. So are you ready? All right. So what it is basically here. All right. So are you alone? What is going on here? Because I'm this energy showing up, and this is more peaceful, or nurturing, or understanding your feminine side. You understand me? This is how do I connect more to my? Because this is a lot of masculine energy when you look at this, right? So how do I nurture my masculine side so it don't take over? Because the animal takes over, right? So when you again, if you go to the Bible, you see a lot of the don'ts. Don't steal. Don't afflict financially. Don't overcharge. Don't take advantage of others, right? When we connect, because see, they tie here so the animal doesn't take over, right? Supposedly. But whatever's restricting you is of your own doing. It's not that, you know what I mean? So if you're tired here, or like if you're working, making a lot of wood for just a couple of leaves on top of a tree trunk, are you ready to move forward with new energy? So your focus here, what is your focus on? Is it on money? Is it on performance? Is it on stability? You said that I'm not a. I don't look at what was it that you said yesterday? I'm trying to go back to yesterday's energy. You said I'm not focusing on. I forgot what you said. If you want to comment that again, you said something, and I said that's the only thing that he got out of it. Like that's the only thing that you got out of it. You know. So I'm like, wait a minute. You said I'm not concerned, or I'm not conceited, or what was it? I can't remember. If you want to comment, where is he? Did he leave? People don't really understand. And I'm trying to save a lot of the. I'm trying to save a lot of the cards here. I don't want to give a lot of things away, right? There's some cards that I'm just tired of talking about over and over again. Did he leave? He's not here. Where'd he go? All right. You know, one of the things about the devil is that he has to do what he has to do. It doesn't have a. It doesn't. Darkness doesn't have a trauma with money. It doesn't have a trauma with success. You know, because if you demonize anything, I'm gonna say it again. If you say money is the root of all evil, right? Then you won't do anything. You won't protect your money. All right. All right. No problems, Ricky. I'll see you in the next live. You won't protect your money. You've been told by so many doctrines, right? Things, beliefs that you may behold that are not true. This is you seeing now clearly, because this card, the 5 is all it represents freedom, change, curiosity. It represents marriage. It represents my stability, where I'm happy. But when the devil shows up, he's giving you that opportunity to get the level. Your level. There's a level of knowledge that you must acquire. If you to truly understand, and how do I balance the polarities, the dark and the light, to become who I truly am, who I'm really meant to be. Because if we deny our dark side, right? How do you think people, and even if our imagination, when the creator or the manifestator, however you understand God, created both, and we both balance between light and dark. So when you start to understand and the pieces of what you thought was true, right, versus what you were told, and our, of course, our childhood, how we've been indoctrinized and given this set of ritual rules, programs, our informative years. When we look at those, we'll be like, wow, everything is not exactly what I thought it was. But when we don't get that level of understanding, when we look at the devil, we'll be like, wait, all right? So there's good and there's bad in everything. There are people that make really, really bad decisions based on the way they were raised. All right. So if you look at the what brought so much horror and brought so much sorrow and so much shame and guilt, everything is buried, right? We are buried beneath all this, the weight of the world, with all the things that we told that were not true, and finding your way through that. All right. But because we don't really know, because it's not still, we still uncovering the things that really don't make sense. So there's some things that are going to be empowering us and confusing us. So how do I see, read between the lines? It is up to you to use your discernment. Because if you just say, oh well, the devil looks like like the Baphomet symbol. It looks like this horned goat. When you don't really understand it, then it is up to you to use your discernment and to really go deep and look at ancient history and find out where all this came from. Because the devil looks, it could look like anybody. But if you're looking for a monster, or using anybody as a scapegoat, right, for my bad behavior, all right, because these animals were used as sacrifice. So when we look at the way the religious leaders or the priestess, they had to cut the animal, feed the blood or send the blood to the gods, so they could transfer the sin of the person, and they were those were used as scapegoats. So those took the sins of the persons. All right, they will sacrifice their sins. So you might understand life like that. All right, and that was true. That was done back in Jesus's time. All right, but those are all beliefs, right? And so what Jesus came to do is show people, right? So then you say, oh, Jesus stood in the face of the devil, right? He didn't say, you know what, I'm gonna take everything that you got to offer me. No, he stood in the face of the devil and he faced it, right? He sat there with the uncertainty, with being uncomfortable, right? And I'm not gonna be relieved from whatever it is of expected from me from society, right? Should I take the easy way, or do I stand there and deal with the uncomfortableness? Do I get persecuted because of, I want to do things in an orthodox manner, all right, without this religious beliefs how life should be, right? And really to find out the deep, go to the any level to find out the deep, and to uncover the mysteries of the devil energy. But when you don't really understand the devil and you say the devil's out there, no, the devil's in you. All right? You got light and you got dark. How do I deal with and how do I find my dark shadow? Do I do the therapeutic work? All right? So when you start doing that, you start to understand that you're both. All right? And you navigate between the dark shadow and the light consciousness. And that's starting to awaken in you. And so that's the opportunity that Neptune is going to bring you. No more illusions. Okay? This is a time for spiritual ascension, spiritual evolution, and for you to leave your old beliefs. Then now you're going to drag them with you to the future, to the new year. Okay? And then by that time, everybody's going to be worrying about me. This is more universal now. This is more in the spirit of a oneness. This is more collective. All right? Anyway, I hope that helped you. And so even whatever job you want to do here, whatever this means, because this is the five for me is the five life path five, and you probably known as somebody that was wild, a troublemaker. You probably got in trouble, a lot by your family or your peers or the people that were in charge of you. I'll be right back. Okay, who has the next question? But anyway, listen, learn how to be uncomfortable uh and seeing other people uncomfortable so you don't keep disappointing yourself. You're gonna have to learn how to deal with regulate your emotions and recalibration. All right. And so sometimes you gotta see other people disappointing, uncomfortable. Learn just how to be uncomfortable. All right. Learn how to be uncomfortable for a little while so you don't keep disappointing yourself. Whether you know, how you support others versus yourself. But anyway, when if you're in Aries, I believe so. When Saturn goes into the house, it's really gonna start to awaken you to some truths. All right, your identity. Because remember, the first house is all about my identity, me. I'm gonna insist on making my right. So just use to whatever help is available for you now, and good luck in the future. I'm gonna go take the next question, Miss Marlene. Let's see here. Aaliyah or Marlene? Who's here? All right. What's my next chapter look like? People, I don't know why people when they see the devil card they get so offended by it. You've been told so many bullshit. I'm sorry, you've been told the wrong things. All right. If you're not hurting nobody, if you're not using yeah, of course, we of the earth. We're gonna enjoy all the pleasures of sex, food, whether it's drugs, whatever it is. We're gonna enjoy it. We are controlled by the five senses. Our soul is of water, is of earth, it's of fire, the atoms that are in the water, that are in the air. All right. We are controlled by the five. So don't feel guilty. Know your dark energy. Fix it. All right. Heal it. Why people get so caught? Like, I don't understand. All right. What's my next chapter look like? All right. People, you guys have been so misinformed. I'm so sorry. I know because I was there. Thank God I got out of that energy. Thank God I said, you know what? I got to go learn what this is about. Really, really, really. All right. Because you could be so confused. How can you feel so empowered one day and the next day you feel so confused? How do I navigate that? It's really confusing. All right, take a step back, sit in meditation, pray, connect to your higher self, your higher source. Connect to God, in the right way. There is no right way. Just show up. All right. If we're looking for meaning, just breathe, meditate, harmonize. The more you breathe, the more you meditate. The more you connect, the more you in the universe natural order. All right. Let's go ahead. What's my next chapter? Hey, Blue Eye Steak. Hi, how are you? First of all. Blue Eyes, Texas. I say steak. I'm sorry. Texas, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. All right. Mars, how you doing, sweetie? Welcome back, sweetie. How are you? Let's go ahead and see here. Um, the focus here for me, so you can learn or know a little bit more about the energy collective consciousness. It's all about, and that slow moving energy in Neptune. All right, I'm here, love, hanging in here. Hanging in there. Thank you. One day at a time. There you go. There you go. Good for you. One day at a time. Okay. It's time like a sand. What is it called? One of those time and sand things that you move. That you like. What are those? What are those things called? Sometimes I use phrases and I can't complete it. But anyway, I guess it's not meant for me to talk about. It's not that important. Sand hourglass, whatever you call. There you go. Thank you. Is time running out, or is time on your side? I believe time is always on our side, right? And so, when we learn that we are not to be, you know, in a hurry, uh, and that we done it, did it. Now it's time to been there, done it. It's time to reassess. All right, let me get off your energy really quick, and let me go ahead into Mars. Let's go ahead. You asked me a question. Let me go down here. So you just want a general? You don't want to know about what's going on with Neptune. All right, Mars, let's go ahead and give you a general. Let's see here. All right, so wonderful news. There's wonderful news for you because I cut it and I seen the 3. And that's an emotional in nature. I don't know if somebody's getting married. All right? There's something here. There's a marriage or there's a promotion. There's a graduation. There's something of receiving great news here. Absolutely. All right? So, only because I cut the deck and when I look, all right, we got the queen. We got two queens here. The energy, what is draining you? All right? Being pulled in multiple directions or being in the middle of something important here. There's a lot of emotions, especially around the holidays. All right? One more. You are the last one. And then I'm out of here. I might come back tonight. One more. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you. All right? All right. So you got some changes. There are some changes. Let's see if that queen comes back out. The 8 of Swords. The 3 came out again. All right. The 7. The 2. Wow. Let's see. We got a major arcana. No. Wow. Wow. All right. These are all short-lived. A lot of negotiation. All right. 9 of Cups. No, I didn't get a major arcana. All right. Let me see. Because what it's telling you here, your groups of friends, all right? The energy that I'm showing here is self-discovery and your groups of friends. And that showed up before, all right? So there's a lot of energy here, okay? Friendships, co-workers, commitments, your community, your genuine connection versus convenience. So you're going to be gaining clarity on that. I'm still moving forward with the energy of Neptune, okay? Because that's what is inviting you, all right? And even your emotional or your emotion and your finances, they work in tandem, all right? They go together, okay? So you're good here. Everything is fair, okay? And so when it comes to finances, when it comes to emotional, are you in a good, happy relationship, all right? But here, because this shall before, are you trusting your group of friends? Or your deceptive interlock, which some things that you left on the back burner is what's going to need your attention now, okay? Because this energy of what if, okay? So whether you feel like there's some news that should be, right? Avoid, if I'm going to avoid certain people here. So that's generally looks like the 2 of Cups is about being in a beneficial, what makes you evolve and shine. Being in a mutual beneficial relationship, all right, which is fair, all right, is balanced, is of passion, all right, brings you healing. Not only that, emotional healing, but the security of it, which we all like to be secure, safe, all right. But the what if, you got 2 here, negotiate. A lot of the 2s here, if I would have got another 2, all right, there's a profession here, hospitality, welcoming people, all right. That's either you maybe wine tasting, something that you want to do. Therapist, healer. Do you feel like that amongst your friends, right? Because people might come to you because of that energy. You like because your perception when it comes to your people, like being in connections of 2 to 3. Because you can, I don't think you could you do more than that? And if you do you feel trapped? You know what I mean? So like if you have a lot, like if a lot of people are trying to, I need you here, or I need you here, or I need you here, I need your attention, right? And then do you do that? And then what happens to the things that you have on the back burner? When do those things get your attention? All right. So that's what it feels like here as you move forward into to the rest of the month. All right. Whether it's celebrating with your friends, whether it's welcoming family. I mean, this is a wine tasting car going out, girls trip. Or, are you curious or are you suspicious about something? Right. So it's the way I process information. All right. Because you already know, I think you was here when I explained the good guy. I'm suppressing my feelings, you know, my emotions, the things I want to say, right? With here. Because when you play the good guy and try to be there for everybody, we lose sense of our purpose, what we meant to do, right? Or when you get caught in between all this gossip here, because this is a beautiful energy. Am I pursuing the things that I said I'm gonna do? All right, versus other people, right? Even in my relationships, the perception card of being able to understand your persons, because this is a very diplomatic card, by the way. All right, being very discreet and being polite with people and your surroundings. Because I feel like if people don't look for you for that, all right, are you any good to them, right? So I don't know how you feel right now. Okay, I didn't get any major arcana, and that concerns me. But let me go into the other deck. No, this is not it. Where's my other? Where is my... Or do you need to get out? Do you need to get out and be around friends? I mean, that's you feel like you're trapped, all right? Do you feel like you want to do more? All right? This is choosing two paths. This is, I don't know, do you get ghosted or do you feel like ghosting? All right? You want to, there goes another two. Negotiation or making a decision. Do I move forward with this energy? Do I stay? Do I go? You know, I don't want to give you the same positive toxicity. I don't want to do that. But again, I gotta go back to Neptune, because Neptune is giving you that seeing the facade, seeing the people that are bringing you emotional support, right? Who's being there, genuine connections versus who's not. You know. Let me see one more. Yep. The High Priestess. The Two of Wands. And voila. All right. So I like it. The Sun. I'm like, man, you don't, where's the major arcana? All right. So confronting some truths here. Okay. That's going to be your theme here. You're going to have to decide here. All right. Because the Sun is going to give you clarity. All right. The Sun is about exposing. More than anything, he exposes them because he's telling you, allow me to carry you into high heights. All right. I stay home all the time and I start doing music. Oh, okay. I got the people that want to work with me. Oh, but I don't feel, but I don't know how I feel about. Oh, okay. All right. So, like I was saying, the Sun exposes. All right. So this energy is all about exposing your true connections versus who's actually in alignment. Because I got this with my spiritual path. All right. This is because it came out twice. All right. So do I move forward with the things that I want to do? All right. Do I trust the people in my path who consistently showing up for you? All right. Do I, just confront some truths that are uncomfortable? Okay. I stay home all the time and I start doing music. Okay. I got other people. All right. So look into that but this took forever to come out. Let me confirm this again for you with the, all right. You got the Page of Pentacles in reverse here. All right. Hi, come on, hello, Muffkins. Hi. How you doing? Good morning, welcome to the live. I am almost done here. All right, so what it is that you want to do? The Sun is about, I know they exaggerated with the Sun, but in this here, be careful who you trust. That's it. Just be careful who you trust. All right, I'm just gonna keep it that. It's just that simple. All right. Be careful who you trust. You got two aces. And now that Sun is not coming out again. All right, the Star. All right. And so the Star for me is later down the road. There's hope. But this is about discerning, being clear what you want, being intentional, speaking your truth, and connecting to your higher self. The breakthroughs that are going to be happening for you. It's all about being clear and being discerning of the people that you surround yourself with. All right. The Sun is a positive card, of course. It's going to take you to greater heights. because we're talking about, as we leave this period of enlightenment, all right, and as we move forward here, it's about being intentional what you want to do and the people that you want to surround yourself with, even creating new friends. But there's an emotion, there's a lot of emotions here invested, all right. It looks good, but I wish I would have got the sun earlier, all right. Just be careful with the people that you surround yourself with. Who's gonna bring drama, all right? The conveniency here, the actual alignment with your spiritual growth and your core values. All right, your group dynamic, friends, things will start becoming and then just move forward with that energy. All right, sweetie? Who's consistently showing up for you? Who's consistently, you're gonna have to look at that. All right, whether you're doing music, hailing cologne, all right, just be mindful of that. Don't say, oh, she told me. You got some people that are not, they most slow focus on the money. All right. Everybody who doesn't have your best interest at heart. People that when I get, and I got it over here. I just didn't show it to you. All right. I left it. He was in reverse. Okay. But this is a young lady here. All right. This is a young lady here. The red. If you understand the frequencies of real low energy. All right. When you get blue, it's more of a high. If you would have got the cups, then blue for me represents a little more higher energy. All right, high vibrationals. But this is low vibrational energy, so just be mindful of that. All right, sweetie. So I appreciate you too. Hey, always love it. Hi. Good morning. Hey, come on. Hello, hi. I'm getting tired now, so I'm gonna do one more. And uh general for me, as you have a spot. Thank you. You don't have you got it right? Okay, just you know who it is anyway. Just keep your ears pierced. Keep your yeah. Remember, not everybody. Well, is at the end of the day, you're gonna learn a general lesson anyway. That's it. All right, but you're gonna start. Things are gonna be wow. You'll see. You're gonna be like, oh wow. You're gonna go to a wow moment. But everything looks good. Everything looks good. I like the two of cups when it comes to an emotional and I like that. Yeah. That's giving and receiving, understanding each other, being on the same page, somebody that mirrors your soul. That kind of beautiful energy, but I just don't like to get stuck in that energy. Hey, hello. I like it just straight like that. Hello. Hi. Will I relocate in 2026? If she's not here, I am gonna move forward with always loving. Hey Arlene, hi Arlene. Is she's here or not? Did she leave? Did she leave? Miss. Okay, I guess she left. Let's go ahead with loving, always loving. Wait, because I didn't want to. I hit the. All right. Hello, sweetie. Hi, Southern Girl, the real. I'll be finished with you, and that's it. No more. Yeah, you should have came in. I was calling. I was like, where is she? Southern Girl, the real. I'm gonna give you 3. All right, and let's see what the energy looks like for you. Let me put it like that. All right. Let me see what's. Oh, I'm a 43. I'll be back tonight. Okay, so. One more. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear those bells go ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. The page of swords. All right. Matters in the home. All right. So you got the matters in the home. Your general reading for today. What is behind the scenes here? All right, and I'm just gonna stick. And I'm just gonna go with that energy because that's the energy that's presented to me today. All right, what is working behind the scenes here for you? What is not working? So as we move, and I'm gonna confirm some of this energy. All right. So the general reading for you is you have stopped thinking about life here. All right. It's like you, like your security. We all listen. Security runs deep, but you're gonna have to choose a challenge instead of competence. All right. It's like you're gonna have to learn how to pursue, things with courage. Approach things with courage. All right. Curiosity and openness to challenges. All right. You have lost something. There's something here. All right. All right. So what's going on here? All right. Hey, moment. One more. Yeah, you gotta learn between the lines. It's not black and white. Everything's not. It's from that. Oh, if it's not this, it's that. No, that goes into extreme black and white thinking. How are you, sweetie? You can. You gotta get out of that extreme black and white thinking. If it's not good, it's bad. It's both. All right. If it's confusing, it's both. The Emperor, the Chariot. All right. Let me see. That's it. I just wanted to see what else was here. Well, I'm gonna go back to Neptune. That's where my energy's at. I'm sorry, but what is your sign again? I'm good, and you? Always loving. All right, because all Neptune that is in Pisces is telling you the foundations that you're building. All right. So if you work hard, you should be enjoying the fruits of your freedom. All right. So if you are not, all right, you're Cancer. Okay. So if you work hard, right, this is ground, this is happy, this is celebrating. Okay. This is forming a sense of security here. All right. So this is something that's going to be a major theme and important to you right now. Okay. So what it's asking you is your sense of security, stability, to the point of self-sacrifice, by the way. So you don't have to feel like, oh my God, you know, uh, I have to do so much, or sacrifice. I don't like when I get the hangman, but the hangman, this is Neptune's energy, right? And so it's giving you that opportunity to step back right now, right? And to see things from multiple perspectives, right? And for you to understand that it's not sacrifice, it's endurance, okay? Because unless you bravely, excitedly, right, imaginatively, you could choose a challenge here. All right, you won't be able, because everything that the comfort, the conventional, right? If you choose that, then it's gonna feel like drain. It's gonna like, what is draining your energy right now? You understand me? So like, where are you happy at? This is enjoying the comforts of your home. This is drive, ambition here, but your energies are about to establish a strong life foundation. Is that there yet? What are the things that make you happy? You know, what are the things that are keeping you confused? Where are you in life? So when all these things start to come to, because they're coming, right? And especially now, how do you deal with the pressure? Do you feel like you always got to make sacrifices? Are you able to look at things, from other person's viewpoint, especially within your family? All right? Because this is about self discovery, a deeper meaning, the moments that weren't clear to you, right? And, the things that you trust, the people. One thing about Neptune is about the lens, all right? Social media, right? It's about education. Things are going to come to a full circle here with this halo, okay? Because that's the portal of the sun connecting to that. The one of the things about this iconic, this emblem, right? This is about you becoming like finding that information, right? Because man, I found out things that were not true, and now that they're true, this is putting a spotlight here. You know what no longer motivates me, what doesn't resonate with me. All right, so that's what you're gonna be looking at. You got it. So this is the only. I mean, this is the energy that I'm going with. Because whether you are this gossip here or this neighbors, right? Because you got to look at the tree. They are neighbors, right? They siphoning information or this information around under your feet. So this is neighbor, your neighborhood, community. You got it? There could be neighbor, there could be nosy. This is so much here. Here. How do I handle my connection, my relationships with neighbors and things of that nature? What is bringing sustainability to your life? What are the things that are draining me? Right? This is what you're gonna look at, and this is gonna become clear to you. And then once you make that decision, right? Whether it could be children for you too. It could be friends. Okay? So understand that this is also about neighbors. All right? And so understanding these things are you. I don't know. Do you want to move from your gate? Because this is a gated community. You live in a gated community, or is your community like that? Are they people that There's communities that got where they're very small communities within the state, right? So are they helping you? Communities help each other. There's like what do you call not indigenous? What do you call that? Tomahawk or something like that. Something indigenous. All right, that's been for a lot, like very long time. Traditional, right? That you still practice something here. All right, culture wise, right? Because when we move into a different look, like if I move into a new community, all right, or a new city, how I'm gonna thrive in that community. I don't only want to survive. I want to be able to flourish, right? I want to be able to work through it. I want to be able to adapt, to adjust. You understand me? Got it? So if you don't ask questions, or if there could be nosy people, but you find that within everybody, I'll approach the situation by having the conversation and I'll ask questions. What it is, and then we got to be careful with the words we choose. I'll approach the situation and ask questions. You understand? Oh, that's what happened. All right? So now, see, now we're getting somewhere, okay? Because I don't want to give you the same toxic, which is good, positive, and then it becomes toxic because then you don't know how to handle when it's time to, because everything is conscious. Use your conscious mind. No. Because in your conscious mind, what is there? Curses. And the first thing that your animal wants to do is bite. The one that you're trying to control is the animal. It'll be your best friend. All right? Our recongate community sounds good. All right? So we can use that because we got to be conscious of our consciousness. All right? We got to we got to understand that we're connected to many, many other things. Not just, our intellect is just one of them. So we must learn how to align with truth, with spirit, with the universal energy of God over there so we could say the right words. So by us stepping back, it's not sacrifice. No. Let's say I go buy a cheeseburger and I got $20 and the cheeseburger costs $15. That's my last $20. That's a stupid choice I'm gonna make. Oh, I had to sacrifice. Oh no. Listen, you how to be straightforward, right? But choosing my words, may my words be of love, strong, firm, right? Because it's up to me. It's my decision if I'm going to approach a situation, right? So, all right? Sometimes the conscious has already personality. It reacts, all right? It reacts. We defensive, denial, and avoiding, all right? So good. If this energy is going to give you Neptune's energy, by the way, it's not just nothing. I cannot sit here. It's just not nothing. Now you're going to be clear on the way you're going to move forward. Because Neptune, with its great universal consciousness, with this collective conscious that is giving us the opportunity. You know what? Do I let it go or do I pursue it? All right, this is where you caught up. Are you gonna feel empowered? Or are you gonna feel confused? What the heck is going on? The garage door, at least 2 or 3 cars. All right. So don't think it's nothing. Nothing doesn't happen for nothing. Everything happens because of something. And if you don't ask questions, if you don't understand, you have to ask questions. Why are these things happening? This is gonna give you an opportunity to step back, use your perception, because you got it. You could learn how to be more open-minded and just assess the situation from multiple angles. All right? And how do I move forward? So because we want peace. See, the trees don't have peace. They so calm and cool and laid back and that energy, but they don't, because they have to siphon the carbon. All right? Even so we can have life here. All right? Learn to go with the flow. All right? So let's just say that the leaves are falling in their side of the yard. Let's say you live in a house. Oh, your leaves are falling over here, or even the tree trunk is too far to their side. You know, how do you find common ground, and how could you, right, uh, learn how to settle the differences so you both live um, in the community full of, even if you don't like each other, you don't have to agree with me. You don't even have to like me. We want respect, but respect, it's earned. It's a thing that we earn. Uh, but let's just yield a little bit so we can both are happy within our community. We see this all the time. I think this is one of the most cases that the courts have. All right. It is these cases with neighbors, right? I mean, the trees have the biggest enterprise if you really look at the life of a tree. All right. So everything has a cycle, what I'm trying to say. All right. And so, this is giving you an opportunity now. Okay, sweetie. And that's, I mean, I don't know how else to give you this energy. All right, because once I see the hangman, I already know what it's trying to say to me. I'm not gonna see and be like, oh, everything's gonna be great and beautiful and oh my God, no. There are gonna be challenges. There are gonna be opportunities. Are you enjoying the present future of your labor? Your fruits. Are you free? Are you are the things that you're working so hard providing you with the freedom that you need? All right. Do you have that ability? What is going on here? Okay. I know I gotta stop saying okay. That when I get into that okay, child, I'll just write that out. All right, but anyway, trust in divine timing. Trust the seeds that you're planting. Okay, and everything in the future, right? It'll be revealed. Things will be revealed to you little by little, and then you move accordingly, and you will have to waste your time and start again, and things will just wait. And so when you say, oh, divine timing, so I'm bringing you here what that divine timing is today. And you either accept it, go ask questions, communicate your needs, what is your concerns, but do it in a very diplomatic way. All right? Because if you're polite and you're sensitive, firm, strong with your words, you have the power to speak. All right? If you're curious, all right, don't let your excitement, you got to correct the excitement. All right? I don't want to sound like a therapist here, but it is my duty to bring you the best available energy. So now when people say to you, oh, what is divine timing? It's the time. This is now with the time that you approach. This is the divine timing. Now the things are unfolding, things are going to be revealed to you. How do I move forward? How do I engage? Do I use my conscious, which has personality, it reacts? Or do I sit quietly with my subconscious mind, all right? And do I access? Now I have to go and sit in meditation and prayer, all right? And how do I release the faith? Do I set the affirmations that I already have within my prayers? Do I set that petition? What do I do now? We have to be grateful, and that starts there. And with every gratitude, with that thankful heart, that love, it'll bring you closer to your truth. All right. I'm going to take one more question and then I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much. But I'll be back later on this afternoon. A little bit of pomegranates, some antioxidants, and the alkaline water. Yeah. So this is what keeps me going. Ugh. Up, holding the peace, protecting those who can't detecting. Wait, who can't detect, defending themselves. Imagine that if we work together, how much happier, less gossip and nonsense that we have to deal with. If we just learn how to calm and see what the energy. Uh, is she still here? Who's here? I'm gonna go to the next person, and that's it. I'm not gonna call. If you're here, come on in with your question. Hey, this love. Hello, love. How are you? How's it going? You're next. Go ahead. That is it. I know nobody's gonna stay to hear the whole somebody else's energy, but it's gonna be the same. Good, good. How's everything going? How's the road? It's good. Make sure you get your little antioxidant, get a little water, get some of these pomegranates. I'm gonna have some till you ask your question. All right. Got family. Ooh, okay. That's right. Christmas is right around the corner. I started here with that. I started here. Excuse me. With the 12 days of Christmas, and I don't know what happened. Huh? Oh, well then go ahead with your question. Go ahead. Go ahead, Southern Girl the Real. 1609. Hey, Maximilio. Madame. Yes, sir. Yeah, I got a little bit more. Maybe I could go a little longer. Then that means I won't come back. If I stayed like 2 more hours, depending if you guys keep coming in, then I already plugged back up. All I need is two antioxidants. Nah, just ask me the question. I'm gonna go into what's the tea. Once I learn how to move I move the energy. I'm waiting for you love pomegranate, the fruit of life. There you go. There you go. And ambrosia. This is what the gods used to eat. This was that. It was not the apple. The apple became a symbol of knowledge. With that knowledge comes understanding. With that understanding comes wisdom. With that wisdom comes action. All right. I have a question. What is the next stop? The next step? Well, let's find out. I'm waiting for in your career. I'm waiting for Miss Southern Girl, but she hasn't asked the question again. I'm not scrolling anymore. Um let's go ahead. Let's see your next step. Uh Ricky said I have a question. Oh, that's for you, Ricky. Oh, that was you? I'm waiting for you. Ricky, I was you have to ask your question. I'm not gonna scroll. Listen, I was Ricky, I was giving you a question, then I think you got the devil and you left. You're never gonna learn anything if you're not gonna understand. And I'm not forcing anybody to understand, but at least be mindful. Ask your question. The next person, I'm shuffling. So the girl, you answer my question. Just that wasn't for you. I didn't pin you up. I didn't pin you up. That was not for you. That was for if you resonated with that. That was for loving, always loving seven. That if you resonated, because of course you're gonna resonate with it. All right, we all are gonna resonate with the energy. We are the energy. I know. I'm done. I know. You'll feel better, sweetie. All right. All right. Let's go with you, Ricky. What is your next step, Ricky? Don't leave. All right. It's okay if that little troublemaker comes out. All right, he's the best friend too. All right, you just gotta learn how to have the balance between the physical, the material realm, and the spiritual realm. How to balance, I mean, those realms. All right, we light, we want to go to dark. Dark is very confusing, and it's also very empowering at the same time. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. All right, it's okay. We have to learn how to rewire our inner dialogue. Okay? I'm going to rewire that sucker if it's once and for all. But I have to do the dark shadow work. I have to do that therapy. It's okay. The more you practice, the more better you get at it. Skill. That's it. It's all skill. Requires some skills. Get those techniques and you're good. All right? Little tweaks here and there. Let's go ahead. You got to be willing to go deep. That's the problem, that you're both. That right there. You just answered your own question. You are both. You are both. You are both. Oh shoot. Oh wait. Oh gosh. If my phone would have fell from here. Yeah, I didn't ask you about. See, now you asked me the question. If you resonated with it, you're trying to move. We're all trying to move. Every time that we don't like something, we don't get to move. We don't have to. It is not the time yet. You got to understand that. Okay? If when you move this last time, make sure that it's somebody, the universe is ready to assist you, is ready to give you everything your heart desires, and have to understand there are levels. All right? There goes again. There it goes again. So this is for you, Ricky. Ricky. So you got the Four of Cups. All right. There are things that are tapping you on your shoulder. All right. You have learned. You have ended relationships, jobs. This is me trying to do something on my own. This is using my own time. All right. So while you get here, all right. Well, I remember you got this before. You got, oh yeah, I'm starting a new job. All right. How is it gonna go? Until you get here, right? Because it's like, look, you leaving one job to do the same job in somewhere else, right or wrong? I don't know, right? Right? So there are opportunities because you outgrow places, people, things. But this energy here is about my survival, right? I had to find a balance in my own mind, okay? So, because the Four is a caretaker, all right? The Four is a carer. You might not see yourself as a carer, but it is a carer. It's having a lot of, or maybe not giving the recognition, right? The praise, right? That kind of energy when I feel like I'm stuck, right? And so, or complaints and all, that kind of energy. But this is a card of stability, all right? More than anything, this is about stable. I'm fine. I want to do a lot here. I get offerings here, but there's a lot of things that you have changed. To me, I feel like you modify your behavior. All right? You are restricted. There's things that you don't do anymore. Okay? There are things that you have left. Or even you're planning to leave bad habits, jobs, whatever the case may be. All right? So whatever it is. I don't know if you're getting your unemployment, right? Are they giving you, because if you left somewhere, right? Are they giving, so you're going to claim, what are you going to do here? What's going to happen for you? All right? Your next step, your job, your position at work, or getting the money. So if I leave a job to go to the same job, it might pay me a couple of more dollars. But is that something that you really, really want to do? All right, because this is a card of stable. This is the Four. When you get to that stability and that past life of Four, where I'm a keeper of stability, my security, everybody's security is important. Are you stopping there? Because it's saying, do not stop thinking of life as an adventure. You're not going to have security unless you bravely, I'm going to say it again, bravely, excitedly, and imaginatively choose challenge instead of competence. All right? That means to approach life with curiosity, courage, and openness to a challenge. rather than pursue for comfort or conventional competence alone. I'm not gonna do that, right? You know, justice, equality is fair for you. I understand that, but if you move, cause see, this energy is a very low. The color, I'm looking at the color, and it's low vibrational frequency. The frequency is too low here for us human on earth. We can't really understand. There's a vast of information right under our feet. All right, the connection, a portal of energy that's open to you. You know, your ancestors, your connection to the tree, right? So you got to understand the energy that's available to you from the portal of the sun. But this Neptune's energy here. All right. So if you say in the job that I want, and I don't know if they'll accept that I am not good with computers. Oh, there we go. I'm reading and I reading and writing is not my. It's okay. All right. So then you take that course. But I've never let anything exactly. There you go. Now with net, and I'm gonna go back to Neptune because you have to understand. Even though you don't want it, I'm still gonna say it to you because it'll start making sense later on. Because you're gonna run across this in other areas and other places that you visit with your energy so freely. You do that. But when you don't really understand what it's telling you, now it's gonna allow you now. You're gonna start seeing clearly where you're going wrong. Why I'm trying to find the sacredness. Why is my divinity so hard? Why can I find it? Where do I search for it? All right. Who is that? Christy. Christy. All you do is all you do is confuse yourself because you are low vibrational energy. That's what you do. When people come in and they don't understand, you've been told so many nonsense or you know shallow. I'm gonna just say shallow because it's shallow. All right, you confuse yourself, Christy. Leah's. All right, your lack of awareness confuses you. All right, the reflection of your own shadows that confuses you, Miss Christy Leah's. So just leave it like that. All right. But when you understand, it's like your lack of this is the lack of understanding. All right. So hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I got it. I'm gonna pin you now. All right. So with Neptune's energy, you got to understand that Neptune is at the last house. All right, and that's gonna go into it's gonna go into your house on the 26th. Before it does that, universally, collectively, it's gonna give you that opportunity to see the areas where you could grow. Okay, because the things that you might want now, you might not want them later. Because once it goes into your house, do you pursue them now? You understand? You're gonna feel like, man, I'm gonna make my own mind, and I'm gonna demand my own freedom. And if you had this job, you're gonna wind up leaving it again. I'm telling you. I already made steps towards reading and writing. Good for you. All right. So pursue that. Look at the opportunities. All right. They're not far from you. They right at your reach. Whether it's the internet. This is studying. Are you prepared to study? Because this is my study card as well. All right. What are your time? Okay. Looking at things, with an open mind and embracing new challenges is what's important. All right. You'll find out. You find out in January. Oh man, I didn't pursue it. You're gonna see how you're gonna feel. All right. So this is the next steps. Whatever hole this is right now. Okay. I'm not even gonna use Neptune. I'm gonna say whatever hole because I don't. That's it. Are you moving forward with the plans that you had? Are you gonna step back and look at things because it won't make sense? That'll make sense. Oh, are you gonna look forward about what's gonna happen here? No, Neptune, which went direct in the house of Pisces, that is your neighbor. It is giving you that opportunity to see things clearly. It's what I'm trying to say to you. There's no confusion. But when we don't study the planetary, when we don't look at the way they affect and influence the decisions and giving us that opportunity because it's through that light of consciousness, it is because of the vastness of the universe that we connected to this. It's not just your intellect. It's not only your emotions. There are different levels, all right, to this vast of consciousness. And we're discovering them little by little, all right? So when you understand that, you're going to be like, oh, Even if you don't want to, even if it confuses the heck out of you, this is the opportunity that you get for this from the 13th to the 25th to move forward with those plans. After that, the energy is going to change, and so is your mind. And then you're going to be like, oh, then you might start getting the Hierophant again. Okay? And I'm going to leave it there. So the opportunity is there. Now it's time to study. Now it's time to get your education and how you could bring new energy as you move forward into the new year. That's it. Whether you're planning again, whether you might go back to some job that you knew, do you just continue, you know? Yeah. All right, I am done. That is it for the energy. Let's go ahead to Southern Girl, the real. Will I relocate in 2026? What does the universe hold for my life? Southern Girl, the real, 1609. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go to What's the Tea. All right. Let's see if you get the moving card. Everybody going to get the same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Oh, I don't know if you want to move. Oh, man, the cards. One more. Oh, my God. One more. Darn it. Somebody, that's for me. Somebody's fishing for comments. One more. Continue to fish for comments. One more. One more. One more. And thank you. They just fly out. All right. Here goes Santa Claus. All right. I'm showing here. I don't want to go into this. All right. I don't want to go into this energy. Whatever you're going through, whether it's fights with the neighbor. All right. Because I got here fighting. I got here girls fight and all this stuff. Glowing up. But we got broke and I gotta start cleaning these cards up. All right, glowing up loud, all eyes on her, coming up spotlight. All right, so this is basically telling you, what are you, a Pisces, right? All right. Oh God, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is just disgusting. That's just disgusting. That's disgusting. All right. So, good night. You're leaving? You don't have a question? Do you have a question? All right, sweetie. Then I'll see you again. All right. Love your energy as well. Thank you. Thank you. You bring positive. When you bring good positive vibes, you get that back. All right. Don't leave your energy undone. Don't leave your energy, in a bad light. All right. Thank you so much. All right, the slumbering traveler. God bless you and your family. Have a great holiday and enjoy it. Be safe. God bless. Sweet dreams. Thank you. Thank you. Same to you. All right, I think I'm leaving here at 7. So, what is the drama here? I mean, because we got broke, and I gotta clean that up. All right. Let me go. You want the tarot. They're giving me a lot of drama. You got a lot of drama going on? All right. All right. I'm just trying to look over here. Here goes. All right. No, I was shown a girl fight and all that stuff and jealous vibes and all that stupid stuff. Ugh. I can't stand that low vibrational energy. It bothers me. I used to enjoy it. Yeah, good for you. I used to enjoy it a little bit here and there, but ugh, it's just so toxic. Ugh. One more. We could do things the hard way or the easy way. It's just both, you know. We're gonna have an experience of good or, you know, just you avoid less toxic things. That's all. Patterns and shit. All right, so you got 6. Good. Low on drama. All right. Low on drama. So you got the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, she's decisive, right? And you know, the truth, you know. So what are you doing here? All right. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What's going? This is the energy. All right. No major arcanas like the other lady. Wow. I'm done. All right. All right. I was kind of, it's nothing to be concerned about. All right. It's nothing to, it's nothing to. So anyway, anywho, you know, I don't feel like if I want to go into any more, right, your dynamics and your family, you know, any emotional weight, anything here, right? So, are you moving? Let me just answer your question. Let me see. My thing is this. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just merely suggesting, right? I don't like people that follow blindly to any social groups or any friends or family or, you know, I like to the independent thinker, the one that makes that final decision. My suggestion is when will I? When it's different. Will you is you make that decision and that's that. That's it. No, that's just a lot of suppressor, a lot of it's like you know, if you feel like you're trapped there, all right? Like there's things that you want to do, but you're scared of something here, all right? Like, are you believe? See, they come again. I like you being like this anti-hero, or are you ready to take? You know, because this is about Bravo, yay! But it's like as you navigating, right? Because this is about keeping a balance. Like I don't want to make decisions, right? Based on my feelings, right? My emotional. So what they telling you, don't make no decisions right now. Careful planning here, all right? You're gonna have to carefully plan here. I'm sorry, all right? Check on your emotions. You're regulating your emotion, recalibrating here, all right? Because one of the things about the queen energy, the rising energy, you got to understand that gives you confusion, right? And then that gives you empowerment. So you are going to go through these highs. Some moments you're going to feel high. That's what makes you feel trapped between your emotional. So you're going to have to learn how to regulate between your. That's why I looked at all the cards between your emotional, right? Your emotional side and your mind. Okay, what is your mind and heart coherence with? You may reason already with something how you're going to move forward, but when you start doubting this energy of the savior versus this being saved. Like you think that you cannot get in this 6 of Wands. Being your own, like you don't need, like, yeah, we need people because like we need the trees because we can't make our own food. That's the only way I help you explain. See, we cannot make our own food. All right. Now the trees can and they provide us with that. So we depend on them. But this is telling you to depend on your abilities and your worth, right? And that you are self-sufficient, right? But by carefully planning, not to overcommit, depending on your feelings. Because a lot of times, you know, the things that we feel at the time, it's not good to act on your feelings, on the emotional roller coaster of or the ups and downs of your emotions. To carefully consider, this is being deliberate. Let's just say you want to cause somebody harm, right? You want to cause somebody harm, you're deliberate about it. That means you're intentional, right? Because no matter what happens here, you cannot go back on it. You know, how do I find that that drive? Because it's there and then it's not there. I'm confused and I'm not. I want to move and I'm not. Right? How do you sit still with that energy once you make that? Because you got to make the decision and that's it. So going between the saving all or saving yourself from self-sufficient anti-hero, you're gonna have to learn how to have that balance between my emotions, right? Because once I commit to something, I gotta see it through. How do I get prepared? How do I not get ahead of schedule? How do I not? Because being idealistic. Because if you see yourself as the savior of the world, yeah, but how do I do it for me? Because you can see this for others, but when it comes for you, it's like you don't really take your time to do that for you. All right. So that makes you feel trapped. Oh, I gotta be this good guy person, or I gotta suppress my feelings or my emotions and my between my emotion and my financial situation, I feel like I'm trapped. Don't let that affect and make you feel like you're trapped, because you're not. Because there's always help. You know what I mean? There's ways that you could do things, right? But being deliberate, being intentional. You understand? So, exactly when are you gonna move? Right? Because this came out first, right? The Two of Pentacles is carefully planning and making room. Okay, make room, make time, plan, and then you execute it, because this is all about the execution. See, this one is systematically, orderly, decisive energy. But when you're in this energy, should I do it? Should I not? Do I got what it takes? Use your abilities, be the passions, your drive, your techniques. Like this, there's something that you're good at here that you must do. You must do that. All right. So, and again, you understand me? So it's not the so high, yay, victory and everything. Are you carefully planning? Because this is all about, I'm gonna execute the plans, but I have to deliberate. I gotta do the practical work, right? Because between practice and I go back to practicality and idealism. All right, because you can see yourself here. Yeah, I'm successful. I'm gonna move forward, but then, am I doing the practical work? Because you can see yourself here. We all see us, yay! You get there with this move, but you have to you got to stick to it. You got to get your feelings out of the way. As soon as you put your feelings here, you can forget about it. You're going to have to see it through to the very end, but you got to hear, because this is all about execution, my plan. I got to be practical, realistic, so being between the realistic plans that I have, the goals, and achieving them in small chunks. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm tired. I'm done. All right. So there's victory there for you, because that's what it's telling you. You got victory there at the end of the day. All right. This is a time of achievement. If you don't understand, you got a good reputation. You got the work hard kind of energy, right? This is feeling good about anything. Good fortune for your future. All right. There are some things here. Look, if you want to be a change of a community, because this is about changing my community, right? They see themselves as a savior. The person has to be inside the community to change the community. He can't do it from the outside. They could do it, but it's like somebody that comes and doesn't know nothing about. Let me see what. Let me talk about Spanish people. He doesn't know nothing about being Spanish, but he wants to help within the Spanish community. How he's gonna do that with the tools from the outside? He's gotta come inside. He's gotta be able to do that. If you want to be changing your community, it's just like me. I'm gonna use myself. If I want to change the stigma of the tarot cards and how people demonize them, but they don't really understand the energy and what we were given this energy, And when we misuse the energy and when we confuse people without really understanding because we want to make the money, we worry about how I'm going to look in front of others. Yay! Hey, that's very superficial. You understand? So if I got to be in here to change it. I can't change it from outside. All right? So it's different to be in the outside saying, oh, this is what it is. This is what it goes. This is how it. No, it doesn't. You have to have the experience. You have to be in there with the people. Okay? Anyway, but you got to believe in yourself. If you are lining up with your goals, your dreams, right? You're ambitious, then that's your purpose. Then you do that. If it's your purpose to move, then you do. If you feel like your values, your money is lining up with where you want to live, being realistic, being practical by being intentional. All right? I don't know how else to explain it. Okay? So, what it is that you want to do here. Are you moving? Are you intentional? Are you ready to do this? So these are the things that you're going to have to question. All right? When it comes to family dynamics, the amount of emotional weight over the past decade. Because, you got to remember what Neptune is telling you that's in your 12th house. This is going to shed a light on things. And it's going to be there. It's universal. The energy is all about the collective. All right? Things in your personal life are going to start making sense. So now, something finally settles your emotional foundations. All right? This energy is direct. This is it. And if I don't do it, then, what I'm going to do. So, do you have the Do you have the party? Do you have the money? Are you planning well? Are you invested? All right? We got to look at those things. It's great. I mean, I want to, we don't want to only live in the idea, which is great. Being an idealistic person is great, but without the practicality of it, we lose everything. All of the things that we go back to the 5. Well, actually, we went back to the 4. All right. If you're stable where you at, if you're happy in a marriage, a relationship, a job, a career, then great. All right. Practice more humility. Practice more gratitude. Understand that every special gift that you got comes from the universe. Understand yourself. You're way more on this, here in this incarnation. All right. Whether you see yourself as a savior, right? Because you want to hear all the good stuff, right? And I'm not here for that. I'm here to give you both. So you accept criticism, accepting criticism and praise the same way. They both come together. You cannot have one without the other. Okay? When you start oh wow, I like the praise, but I have to learn how to accept the criticism. How do I start aligning myself? How do I start organizing myself? How do I go ahead and be decisive and move forward to the life that I really, really want? Because you can have it. Nobody said you can't have it, but you got to learn how to match your idealistic goals, right, with your practical. You have to do the work, basically, all right? Because if not, you're going to go right back. You're going to go right back in anything that you pursued, all right? So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped you into reaching your fullest potential, believing in yourself. All right, you got a lot of passion. You got a lot of talent, spark. Right, your real purpose begins when you share your gift with others. A lot of us are here. We have to do something and we don't do it. There's something that has been gone and done in your life, and then you get presented with the same energy. Okay, this is the time, and you don't do it. All right, and what it is that you came to do. What is your purpose here? We all got purpose and meaning. All right. Success is not about sharing and keeping things, secrets with the only people, 4, 6, 8 people. It's about sharing your gifts with the world. All right? And I will talk about this life path 6. All right? Yes, trust in your gifts. I am done. My back hurts. I forgot to get my thing. I hope that that helped you. All right. So, you're welcome. You could be empowering and then confused at the same time. All right, because this energy is moving direct in your house, but you're gonna gain the clarity and for you to understand the spiritual being that you're evolving into. All right. If it was easier, if it was easy, everybody would do it. All right. Being uncomfortable. All right. Commit to something, move forward, and okay. This is you moving forward with a strong purpose, but you got to get this together. All right. Over committing yourself, saying, yeah, like really, All right? Is it me? Is it real? Is it a fantasy? Okay? Don't change your beliefs to make other people. Don't change your beliefs depending on how you feel, other people, to make other people happy. You know, to fit into your environment. All right? Be true. Be who you truly are. Authenticity is very important. All right? If I change my beliefs just because if I'm here and I change my beliefs, the way I believe things and the way I do things, then I'm going to throw away everything that I work for. I got to see it through the end. You know, that's what the salamander does. The salamander, the gecko, or whatever, because I looked at the King of Wands there. You know, you can sell or you can not sell your convictions or change the way you do things to fit into your culture. You adapt the culture, you acclimate to it, you find somebody that will help you, all right, adapting to your environment, to a new community, of course, but you don't change who you are. Once you sell that, you can forget about it. All right, you will never be who you truly meant to be. All right. So a lot of times that's what that Six of Wands is telling you. But are you moving? That depends on you. All right. The opportunity is there. Are you going to take your time? All right. Even if it takes a year or two or whatever, or 2 years. All right. To really get yourself in order. Systematically organized. If you're like that already, all right. Do you have the money? Is it going to be there? Just learn how to practice gratitude. It's very important. All right. Practicing gratitude opens up floodgates of information, of resources, giving you more confidence, brief work, anything that you have to do. All right. Becoming more philosophical. All right. Approach life with curiosity, courage, openness, challenges is all there. All right. With that being said, I hope it helped you some way, shape, or form. And understand yourself, that your energy is elevating you to high heights. All right. So, practical structures. With that being said, I'm leaving. Thank you guys so much. I hope that helped you. I mean, the more you start to connect, the more you start to understand. And sometimes it takes people a couple of months, a year, and then when you really look at it, wow, look how far I come. You actually doing the work. I'm actually really, really now. I'm not jumping from one thing to another. I'm not overcommitting over here. I'm actually making people feel uncomfortable. You're going to have to learn how to let people feel uncomfortable so you don't keep disappointing yourself. Period. That's the end. If you don't let people feel uncomfortable, oh my God, everybody else's emotion, and then you're back to square one. Oh man, I should have done it. Well, now you try to make people feel comfortable. You try to be somebody who you're not. You try to people please, or you try to, yeah, no. Sometimes you gotta be bye-bye. All right? I have to go, sweetie. All right? And I love you guys. I'll see you guys this afternoon. I'll be back this evening. Yeah, this evening. All right. Love you guys. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye-bye.